couple of interesting narratives came up in my conversations with Sheldon and Solo. The first was ending the cycle of the absent father. Sam, Sheldon's dad, didn't grow up with his father and made it a point to not only be present in his child's life, but to be an active participant in it. Sheldon, in turn, while raising Solomon, did the same. A traditional family unit didn't work for him and his partner, but that had no impact on the role that he would take in raising his son. The part that I found interesting was the language Sheldon used when talking about his parents' divorce and him not being in a traditional family unit. Words like failure and shortcoming came up, and he even went as far as to say that he wishes Solo know that he can enter that type of relationship despite having never been shown that. There seems to be shame wrapped up in that expectation that the traditional white picket fence family unit is the only way to do things, when in fact, for this family it wouldn't work. My hope is that Sheldon and anyone watching can liberate themselves from these expectations and create healthy structures that work for them. Where I think Solo is teaching his father is in the realm of self-expression. His style is free of some of the social gender norms Sheldon and Sam grew up in. The length of his hair, wearing clothes from whatever gender, painting his nails, push against what is traditionally male. It eventually even encouraged Sheldon to paint his own nails. Now when it comes to emotions, Sheldon in his experience in dating and in life has taught him the value of communication and being vulnerable. The expectation of strength over feelings is being disrupted. Sheldon is encouraging vulnerability and creating a space to practice conflict resolution and emotional intelligence in language. Despite the discomfort in Solo, this skill will help him confront, accept, and protect himself as an emotional being. Ultimately, these are men in process. Witnessing them talk about their lives and being emotionally open in and of itself is the gift. It challenges what men talk about and how we show up for each other. Many of us weren't taught to communicate in this way, to create space, to hear one another, to challenge thought without aggression. And for those of you watching, I ask you, what have you inherited? Is it serving you? And if not, what could you make up so that you too can feel free? Thanks for joining us.